Hi there, clan. I don't think this is going to be a long video, but I want to give my opinion on this. But first, let me tell you a little something. I like to take risks when it comes to my games. I like going into the local game shop and looking around for titles that I've either never heard of or I've heard a little bit about. Even when it comes to movies, books, comics, I'll pick up a title or something just because it looks interesting. Because that's the type of guy I am. I've picked up various animes, movies, games, books, TV series, box sets, graphic novels. I've picked that stuff up because it piqued my interest. Mass Effect, I only picked that up because it piqued my interest. And you know how much I love that series. And it's something that I've always prided myself on. I will always go into a local game. I will always do that. Till my dying days, I will go into shops and I will pick up random shit. I will pick up box sets. I will pick up single movies, single games that are not part of any established franchise or that I don't know that much about. And I'll pick them up and I'll play them. A good example, I picked up Valkyria Chronicles about a month or two ago. I'm enjoying the hell of it, playing it, taking my time with it. That's a good example. I've done that. I do that. I pride myself on that. But unfortunately, if we take Ubisoft's word for it, I shouldn't be doing that. Ubisoft came out in a marketing, I can't remember who it was, I think it was A3 or something. Marketing director was basically talking about Ubisoft's future plans and all that. And one of the things is Ubisoft have flat out stated now that they're not going to publish any games, any new IPs that don't have the possibility for franchises. Which you can go, well, what about Watch Dogs? That's a new IP. They've stated that they want Watch Dogs to be a franchise. Which, while I'm still going to pick up Watch Dogs, is disappointing. I thought Watch Dogs was going to be a nice, good, standalone game with the possibility of being a sequel in the future if the game didn't fall fat in its fucking face. There, fat in its fucking face. Flat. Use words. Flat in the face. If they didn't do that, then I would be happy with the Watch Dogs franchise, but Ubisoft are basically saying that unless your game title has the possibility for us to milk it for every goddamn penny it's worth, we ain't fucking doing it. Which makes me go, what? Why do that? Like, from a business standpoint, it makes sense. In all honesty, if you look at the market, if you look at the top selling titles over the past year, the top 19, if memory serves me, I can't remember off the top of it, were mostly sequels or already had an established franchise behind them. The top sellers. I think like Sleeping Dogs is in there somewhere, but that's only because that was a good game. Pick it up. Go pick it up now. Go get it. Good game. But it really disappoints me that the fact that the big wigs, the triple A guys as I call them, the Ubisoft, the EA aren't going to publish new IPs unless there's franchise possibility. So unless they see, unless your franchise has the same possibility as Gears of War, as Dragon Age, as the Arkham series, as Mass Effect, your game ain't getting published by those big wigs, which really pisses me off. Not to the point in which I'm furious, but to the point in which I'm rather pissed. But I see from a business standpoint why they're doing this, but from my point of view, I hate it. I fucking hate that because it not only prevents it prevents innovation, it prevents creating something new, it dilutes taking risks. These developers, if the big developers, if the developers out there see that Ubisoft and EA, say these developers might get published by EA, Ubisoft, the only way they're going to get the title out there sometimes is by making their game a franchise, which they had no intention of doing. And they have to change things for it. They have to add things to it, take stuff away from it, just because they have to make it the possibility of it being a franchise. Unless your game's the next fucking Call of Duty or the next Assassin's Creed, your game ain't getting published by Ubisoft, and more than likely by EA. Because let's face it, EA are just as bad as Ubisoft. In fact, most publishers are the same. I don't think there's a publisher out there that I like. And I don't like that. I really don't. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I really do. And the only place we're going to see innovation or risk-taking is in the indie market. And while I think the indie market is a great place to see a lot of great games, there are really a lot of good games out in the indie market, a lot of the mainstream gaming market is just going to be filled with franchise titles from now on, and it really does disappoint me. While I'll be honest, I am loyal to certain franchises, the Witcher franchise, I'll say that right now, but even then, I don't even call the Witcher series a franchise. I call it the Witcher series of games, because franchise indicates that all they care about is this. All they care about is getting out, milking it for worth the money. In my opinion, a franchise, when I call something a franchise, really I'm insulting it. When I call something epic, a trilogy, a series of games, I'm giving it the biggest compliment I can. The Mass Effect series of games, Dragon Age series of games, well, Mass Effect, the Witcher series of games, Gears of War to an extent, the fucking Arkham games. I call them the Arkham games, the BioWare games, the CD Projekt Red games. I call them that. I don't call them the Witcher franchise of games. The Witcher franchise is the greatest series of franchise ever existed. And I'm just saying that because CD Projekt sent me a nice medallion. But yeah, it really does annoy me that the fact that these publishers have all the power to basically say, no, you ain't getting your game published because it isn't a possibility for a franchise, because this will put a strain on developers. Well, I can guarantee it. And it really annoys me. It really does. Now, I don't think I've got much else to say on besides that. I just want I know with the economy the way it is that not a lot of developers are going to take risks. Not a lot of publishers are going to take risks. But even then, I just want to see innovation. I want to see games that I've never seen before. I want to see a topic of a game touched upon that I've never seen before. The only game that piqued my interest a lot at E3 to the fact that it was something new and I hadn't seen done before, I think it's 1666, The Order or something. That game, that trailer alone got me fucking interested. And it isn't an existing franchise, it's something new. It's something new that makes me go, huh, that looks interesting. And I want that. I love that. While I'm excited for franchises, I'm excited as well for seeing something that I haven't seen before. Something new. A supernatural action RPG. Something new. Something along those lines. Not the same shit over and over again. I swear, if I see the fact that the big mainstream gaming market is going to be nothing but sequels and franchises for the next year or two, I'm going to be rather disappointed, because while I will pick up games of the franchise I'm loyal to, I can guarantee I'm picking up Witcher 3, I'm picking up Cyberpunk 2077, I'm more than likely going to pick up the next Dragon Age, I'm going to pick up the next Mass Effect. Because those games and that developer of their games has earned my respect and my loyalty. That's why I pick up those games. I don't pick them up because they're part of a fucking franchise. While I like the fact that they created a franchise of different books, comics, and all that great shit out there, I still want to see innovation. I still want to see new titles. I still want to see developers taking risks. And really, I just have to ask your opinion on this, Clan. Do you just want to see franchises? Do you just want to see franchises over and over again? Do you think that should be the case in gaming? Do you think that only the franchises should succeed? Or do you think that developers and publishers need to nut up and fucking take risks with certain games? And while, unfortunately, some risks don't pay off, I want to see some new IPs. I want to see games that haven't been done before, right? I know every game's been done and stuff, but you know what I'm talking about. I want to see some topics that haven't either been done before or haven't been done in years. I want a vampire RPG. I want a Lycan fucking RPG. Ain't gonna happen because they ain't gonna fucking sell apparently. Even though vampires are kind of fucking shit hot right now. Besides the point, but that's my opinion on it. I want to see more innovation. I want to see risk taking, and Ubisoft can shut the fuck up right now and take a fucking cum shot at the face right now, because I hate them for that. Because they're basically flat out saying, developers, you have to make a franchise to be successful. When in actual fact, you don't. You need to make good games. I don't buy the Call of Duty franchise. Want to know why? Because in my opinion, they're pretty crappy games. In my opinion, I don't like them. I don't buy them for that reason. And here come the Call of Duty fanboys who are going to fucking jump down my throat. By the way, you just gave me free ad revenue, so thanks for that. But yeah, I don't like Call of Duty. I think it's a pretty crappy series of games now because it's the same shit over and over again with no fucking innovation. And I hate that. I want to see innovation. I want to see games succeed. I want a game to come out that innovates, and then if another sequel comes out, it innovates even more. That's what I want to see. I want to see innovation. I want to see success. I want to see the gaming industry thrive and get the respect it fucking deserves. But Ubisoft, EA, these publishers out there aren't going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're going to just say franchises are the shit. And that's what they're going for. And while they may be right, I don't agree with them. But that's my opinion. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you prefer franchises or do you want innovation? Let me know. As always, I'm Scottish Warrior 92, and I'll see you all later. Ciao for now.